Hi, this is our new podcast, and we're gonna talk about the new movie that came out recently that is about Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse.
Well, what did I like from the movie? First, the plot. The plot is absolutely amazing. I like it from since um, it starts and it finishes. Like the character development, the final problem that is that Miles is actually in a point of to what does he need to do to still going on that it, in that the final two I like it is giving that chance well obviously to another movie but also to see more of how well better how or what does Miles is gonna do because he is in a absolutely terrifying point of the story. Also, the illumination and the colors seen in all of the movie is great. The characters are great, and also Miguel O'Hara is absolutely stunning. Yeah, perfect for me. Well, I like it. Many, many, many.
I like how many characters came back, but I also like when they were running to get Miles. But the realest thing I did like was how Miles grew up and how he doesn't want to be compared to Peter Parker. Like he wants so bad to be himself, like he wants to do his own thing, and that's what he says in the movie. So in my opinion, I think this is what Spider-Man stands for: being himself while he protects the world.
Yes, what I liked the most was the plot because of the things that Miles made, make their decisions, make like misunderstandings between them and the villains, like the one that has teleporting movements. He, because of their blindness of hate, he think that making bad things he could be again the thing he was, and that's not true. But also the plot by how, because of the things that they were like they were made by Miguel O'Hara, he he also get villains like Gwen and many other Spider-Mans of the multiverse get onto him and try to now to beat him at the like end of the movie.
I like many things about the movie, but especially the animation style, the humor, and the diversity of characters. I thought the movie was really creative and original.
What did I like about the movie is the animation style, the development of characters, the soundtrack, and the different cameos.
My favorite character from the movie is Miguel O'Hara. I think is a not a villain. Let me search the term. Antagonist. He's an great antagonist because he ain't devil. He's mm, like something. Well, he's a character that goes opposites Miles' ideas of what a Spider-Man needs to do. And he gives a punch of reality to Miles in many points of the story, having probably Miguel has the reason, but Miles wants to search and write his story. He wants to be out of the box. If you want to see it like that, he wanna be himself and not what he need to do. But that's my favorite character.
Um, well, what was my favorite character? And my favorite character was Peter Parker and his baby in that movie because they brought comedy to the movie, and that's what I like of basically all the movies. I like when there's lots of jokes, comedy, um, and that's why I also like Spider-Man movies, because he's a superhero, but while he's fighting and all that stuff, he's making jokes. So that's a pretty cool thing I do like about him, and they make me feel comfortable and gives me this vibe that I should watch the movie and again and again and again and never stop. Like I could watch that movie and I will never get bored.
My favorite character, I think, is the Peter B. Parker. He seems to be a guy that now has a different way of looking at the things of the life, and he also wants the wellness of Miles, trying to convince him that don't try to be too rebel, like to try to make him to to make the things as they are thought to be.
My favorite character was Miles Morales because his Spider-Man suit was really cool. He was talented, he has good powers, and I like his journey of becoming Spider-Man.
Favorite character was Miguel O'Hara because I think he has an interesting story, such as the emotional burden he has for having caused the destruction of a universe, and he's also a different Spider-Man from the others.
That the movie has two parts for me is disappointing because eventually something that you know is to get more money. You know that the movie can be make it in the certain time, but still I'm gonna watch the second part of this movie. Well, the third movie, but basically, and I like. That's my opinion. Meh.
Well, I think it's a good way to make money and a good way to catch people to make them see the next part of the movie. That's my opinion.
For me, the movie has two parts. I think that is maybe it's mm, I think it's like, yeah, it's more like business, but I think that the original idea of the movie can could be made just in one part. I think that be like less with time that doesn't have much sense could be resumed as one in one movie.
What do I think about the movie having two parts? Well, I think it's a good idea because the movie left some questions, unanswered questions, and some possibilities open. And I'm really curious to see what will happen in the next movie.
What do I think about the movie having two parts is that I feel somewhat disappointing because it feels more like a long episode of a series than a movie, and it remains unfinished.
Do I think Gwen betrays Miles? Yes, because she didn't tell him the truth and why she was there. She was with him because interest, not because she wanted to be with him. Well, in a certain point, yes, but the main reason is was an interest that that Gwen had with the other Spider-Mans. And that's all. I think yes, she did.
And if the next part is gonna be good, well, I hope I hope it's good. I hope the next part of the movie will be good because all the fans and stuff are building hype around them. And if the movie doesn't do well, doesn't have any sense with the first part, people will be mad and will just criticize all the movie that it was made. So I feel like it's a risky thing to do two parts. So yeah.
I think that the next movie will be very crazy. I think that it will be very cool because of the things that the mystery that the plot will have, because we don't know what the new team of Spider-Mans could be doing in the future, and also what will happen with Miles in the new universe that he got caught.
Yeah, I think the next part of the movie will be good. Well, I hope, because Miles is a good character, and I don't know. I think his story will be really good.
I think that the third part will be just as good as the second one because they will take the time to deliver something of quality.
Do I think Gwen betrays Miles? Yes, because she didn't tell him the truth and why she was there. She was with him because interest, not because she wanted to be with him. Well, in a certain point, yes, but the main reason is was an interest that that Gwen had with the other Spider-Mans. And that's all. I think yes, she did.
I think she didn't wanna betray him. She didn't want to hurt Miles, even though she lied to him. I think it was because she didn't have any other option. She was following orders from Miguel. That's my opinion. That's what I think.
I think yes, but she was at the the start. She was with him because of interest. She didn't want to be in honestly with him until some time, but also she was with interest with another guy, and I don't think she really wants to be with him. I think she only feels bad because of betraying him and don't didn't tell him the truth. But no, I think that yes, she betrayed him.
Nah, because she just wanted that Miles could be safe, and Miguel O'Hara was too dangerous to being protecting the canon events in all universes. She was just taking care of Miles.
Do I think when betray Miles? I don't think when betray Miles because she thought she was doing the right thing and knew how he would react when she told him what will happen.
No, no, no. Miles is a great character. He has his moments. He has other powers, well, more powers than the classic Spider. Uh, but for me, how to say it, Miles, well, Miles has his own, and is Miles Morales Spider Man. But for me, Peter Parker is a Spider Man. You don't think when you say Spider Man, you think of of Peter Parker. You don't think of Miles Morales until you mention it. For me, has more history is more important. Peter Parker, and for me, it's better. For me, that's my opinion.
I don't think Miles is a better Spider-Man than Peter Parker. We all grew up with Peter Parker, and I think both of them have their ways to be Spider-Man. And I'm okay with both of them, but no one is better than the other. In my opinion, I I prefer Peter Parker, but I don't feel like there's a better Spider-Man. Like all the Spider-Mans between them have their things, and I like all the stuff they do and their villains and other stuff they fight for or they stand for. I mean,
No, 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 definitely no. I think that no. When you think in Spider-Man, when you hear Spider-Man, you only imagine the name of Peter Parker. And Miles Morales, he is a great character. He has his own story in a different way. He has a very cool plot, but no, I think the most important, but also in the development of the character, Peter Parker is more intelligent. I think he's stronger. Um, no, no, no. Peter Parker is the best one, I think. He is also smarter. He has more experience, and yes, Miles Morales is a great one, but no better than Spider-Man. Peter Parker is the best one.
No, I don't think that Miles is better than Peter Parker because Peter Parker has more experience and skills. I mean, he's the original Spider Man. He has faced too many enemies and too many challenges. He's a mentor and a leader for the other Spider Mans. And yeah, I mean, I like more Spider Man Peter Parker than Miles Morales.
Do I think that Miles is better Spider-Man than Peter Parker? I don't think Miles is better than Peter because he's still very young and lacks of experience. Also, Peter has shown to have a greater degree of maturity in knowing when to get to let go the people he loves in order to do a greater good.
Well, I think we finished here, so I hope you all enjoyed the podcast and thank you.